So I'm Gillian Arnold and I am chair of BCS Women and leading a project within the BCS to educate the chairs and deputy chairs, the treasurers and the secretaries of all our branches and committees and specialist groups in unconscious bias, so educating everyone and making them aware of their own personal biases. So unconscious bias is probably best described as a set of values and feelings and ways of thinking which in general keep us protected. So for example, if I were walking down the street late at night and there's a big guy walking towards me with a hockey stick, then I might just decide to walk across the other side of the road, because one of my unconscious biases, one of the values that I've got, is that I need to protect myself, and big guys with hockey sticks might be a bit of an issue, a bit of a threat. And so I would take myself away from that threat, and the unconscious bias is there to protect me. The fact that he's going home to see the kids, and you know he's a house husband and he does all the childcare, that's not relevant. The relevant thing is that I protect myself from big blokes with hockey sticks. So unconscious bias can sit itself within organisations just in the way that people think and feel and behave. And one of the clearest examples of it is people recruiting in their own image. So somebody comes to be interviewed and they're a lot like you, and you interview them and you think, oh, she is just like somebody I know, and I know that person to be really nice and really good, and therefore I'll recruit them. And you do that to the exclusion of all the other people who had different qualities and different behaviours and different values. And then, as an institute or an organisation or a company, you might lose out on the value that those other differences could bring. And we've seen in industry, the research says that where organisations do bring in diversity at the top levels, then they can benefit financially, they can make greater profits. The research suggests that innovation is better, staff are happier, and that overall, you know, the whole organisation benefits. In Norway, where they mandated diversity at the top of public boards, then they found that the risk management and governance was better. So, you know, there's a lot to be gained from trying to bring in diversity, and if unconscious bias is the thing that's stopping you doing that, then you need to make people aware of their biases. So about 18 months ago, the BCS decided to do something about the unconscious bias within the organisation and chose to educate the senior boards and committees in unconscious bias, just to raise awareness on what could happen if you allowed your biases to take over, as opposed to thinking more broadly about different people and different skills and allowing those in as well. We've now had some funding from the Royal Academy of Engineering, and we are taking that unconscious bias awareness programme to the next level, and we are now educating all of the chairs, treasurers, secretaries, etc. of our boards and committees and our branches, so that they too understand that their biases can affect the way the Institute works, and in fact their biases might stop us benefiting from difference within our membership. I hope that the programme will make the BCS a gold standard for diversity within the IT arena. I'd like to think that we will better reflect the people who are working in the IT industry and working in the IT professions in the UK, so that they will feel that the Institute is a place where they can grow their skills and be recognised as professionals. We are currently rolling out ambassador training. We've decided that computer-based training is not the way to go. This is quite an emotive issue, and we want to do personal education. So we are currently doing Teach the Teachers for ambassadors who will go out and train the 250 to 300 individuals within the organisation about unconscious bias and how to be more aware of the impact of their biases. So once the ambassadors are trained, we will have them aligned with groups of individuals, and they will go out and do training for those individuals. And the Royal Academy of Engineering has asked that we make the materials available to the other professional engineering institutes, so that it's not just us that benefit, but actually we take it further.